guys, welcome to third module of Acing the Client Interview. I'm Jam. I'm your trainer for today. And for this module, we're going to talk about how to apply to VA agencies. From this time on, or from this module on, there won't be any worksheets anymore. So if you're able to complete all worksheets from the last series up to now, then congratulations, you have your VA business plan already. All right. And the final page or part of the V business plan, which is building your systems, okay, basic systems for business systems. I will add it in this description box right here so you can access it there. And you can go through it on your own and it's for free. All right, it's in our learning center. Now, but for today, I'm going to talk about how to apply to VA agencies. So the previous one, we talked about how to apply mostly on for direct clients. Now we'll focus on VA agencies and someone who works with, a lot of VA agencies that who helps when it comes to sourcing and recruiting. I know the latest trends and the common mistakes of applicants nowadays. All right. And let me explain that to you through this, video module. So open your hearts and your mind because if you will not do that, then there's no point of like going through this module anyway. So just quit going through these modules if you don't have an open mind and open heart. All right? Because everything that I'll talk about here is based on experience and real talk, honey. All right? But before anything else, let me remind you that if you're not part of Barangay VA community yet, then what are you waiting for? Click that link in the description box and join now for you to be able to be onboarded properly and, of course, access that free VA course or free SMM course. All right? This module is for you if you've been applying for the longest time and you've never closed a single client, or you view freelancing or virtual assistants as a regular employment, just like your previous corporate jobs, right? And then lastly, if you want to be a freelancer or virtual assistant because of just the benefits, and if you keep on having and or if you keep on having this kind of mindset and you choose to stay in this world, then I'm sorry to tell you, but you will never make it here. All right? Because you have to understand that there's a difference between employment and freelancing. And most of you guys are having has this employment mindset, and that's the reason why you are failing. So as a freelancer or as a future virtual professional, you have to have this freelancing mindset or freelance or business mindset. What's the difference? When you say employment, you're an employee, you are working under a company just like your previous corporate job. But as a freelancer, you are a business. And it's important that you have this business mindset because you are the product, you represent that product and that business. And for you, okay, to solve the problem of the specific client that you're targeting, you have to build efficient product. You will not buy a product that is half baked, a product that doesn't work, a product with bad reviews, a product with very very nice claims, but in reality can't even deliver a product that's incomplete, a product that's incompetent. You will never buy those stuff. So that's why you should be a very efficient and effective product. Okay. So you can be able to sell your business easily. So that's why you have to have this business mindset. What is the difference between an employment and a business? Okay. First, if you are an employee, then you are working for a company. If you're a business, then you are the company. Employment, most of the resources and tools are provided. That's what you call company tools and company issued tools. And for businesses, you provide your own resources and tools. So don't ask me, oh, are equipments or tools provided? No. Buy the basic ones: computer or laptop, Wi Fi connection, and your headphones if applicable. Of course, some provides, and that's good. That's good. That's okay. But again, initially, if you're offering yourself as a business, then you should have the basic tools to function. Next, No experience are mostly entertained because you will be trained by a superior. But as a business, your expertise and experience matters. Why? Because people hire you because they don't have time for these things already. Do you still expect them to be patient with you by training you, by allowing you to make the most mistakes again? No. They hired you because they want freedom. Okay? They want a lighter life. They want someone who can hustle right away and make things happen right away. So that's why your expertise and experience matters. It should be a plug and play moment right away there. Next, employment. There are departments that will support you with your employment needs. You have HR, you have marketing, you have accounting, you have purchasing, you have sales team, no? But as a business, you handle everything on your own. You are the department. Okay? You will handle everything on your own unless you're a big one already, you have the budget to hire your team. Then that's a different story. And lastly, as an employee, you are selling yourself as an employee. Okay, that's what you guys normally do. You just use a random old resume, just update it, and then just send it to random people. That's how you do it before. But here, you are selling yourself as a business. And it's important that as you sell yourself as a business, you know, number one, it's true. Number two, you know it very well by heart. You're confident. Number three, okay, you are the solution. You have a mindset that you are solution to that specific problem of this client. See the difference? It's super different. Employment mindset versus business mindset. You all have to have this business mindset. All right. Now, always remember that the more experienced and impactful you are, all right, the more you'll get noticed and close more clients. Because in reality, okay, agencies now, okay, are looking for experienced ones. So there are two types of agencies, one for entry level and one for experience. So you have to research about it if you're applying to an agency that's looking for entry level or experienced virtual assistants before you apply. And most of the agencies now are looking for experienced ones or exposed ones. Why? Because number one, it attracts more clients. Number two, they can charge higher because they're getting experienced VAs, so they can charge higher. Number three, you know, clients nowadays, based on the trend of 2023, 2024, are more demanding and are more um critical when it comes to getting their own VAs. And they're all looking for experienced ones already, unlike before. So again, if you are still that person who would ask me or other creators like, um, where can I apply without experience? Then I'm sorry, honey, will not make it here. All right. So let's fix the mindset. You always say na parang in Tagalog, guys, okay, lagi akong rejected or in English, I'm always rejected. You always complain. You always complain, okay? So what is the right mindset? What should I do so I can stand out already out of the thousands of applicants out there? Instead of saying, paano magkaka-experience ko ang hinahanap na experience? Or how does one get experience if the only people you hire are experienced ones? Instead of saying that, then you say, what should I do so I could gain more exposure and experience? Right? And lastly, instead of saying, grabe naman standards sila, sobrang taas. Or in English, what's wrong with their standards? It's too high. Then you can say, instead, you say, one day I will reach their standards. And that should be the mindset right there. All right. Because the more you strive and be better and stand as a business, then the more you'll be successful and make your dreams come true. How do you get and pass agencies that are looking for um, experienced VAs? Then go ahead and find that entry level client or VA agency. Use this VA agency that looks for, experienced VAs as an inspiration so you can strive for at least a year. And then after that, go apply to that VA agency that looks for experienced VAs and embrace all these better or best benefits that they offer. Okay? Because when applying, it's all about how you're. Because when applying, sorry, it's all about how you represent and sell yourself. That's not your how you represent and sell yourself as a business. So if you represent yourself as a lousy business, then most likely they will ignore you. But if you want to stand out and you represent yourself right as an impactful business, from your profile to your to how you sell yourself during the interview, then they will definitely choose you right away. You will stand out. So what who are the people or applicants we immediately ignore? People who always asks how po or interested in the comment section. Not following instructions, auto delete, auto ignore, auto disqualified, auto reject. Lousy business profile. Again, that's your resume portfolio. What do you call this? 1 minute video and cover letter. Recycled profile. There are applicants who applies to a specific agency, but the profile that they forwarded are from the other agencies with the logos in there and submitting just for the sake of submitting. That is not right. That is very, very wrong. Again, we customize every profile that we send in every job list or opening. We talked about that in the previous modules. So these are the people we automatically reject. So if you're part of this, that is the reason why you've been sending a lot of applications, but you keep on getting rejected. Now, let us talk about the things that you should improve on before you even apply to VA agencies, which is number one, your business identity. Sabi nga dyan, kung confused ka, confused din kami. Or in English, if you are confused as a business, then we are confused too. It's harder for us to match you, right? So the following should be clear. And this as of now, these things should be addressed already through the VA business plan that we did in the past modules. Okay, modules I mean modules. Okay, number one, who are you as a business? Who are you? Who's your target market? What problem can you solve, and how will you solve that problem? These four things should be solid already for you. If you seriously went through the VA business plan modules from the previous manuals and the previous series. Okay, that's I think series number 3 and 4. Then you should be able to have this already. This should be answered already. Okay, because everything starts there. Number two, your tools and skill gaps. Sabi dito, mag-invest ka ba ng pera sa isang service provider na kulang sa gamit at hindi ka kayang tulungan skill-wise? Or in English, are you, okay, going to invest on a service provider or a product that is not efficient, that doesn't have the complete tools that they need for them to function? Of course not. No, of course not. When you offer yourself, 'di ba, as a product or as a business, because you as a business, you are the product, all right? You should be functional. Okay? You should be extraordinary, right? You should deliver, right? You should be that problem solver. All right. So think about it, guys. And as a business or product, you should be able to accomplish the following. You should have complete tools and softwares, functional. Sometimes the client, provides a software for you. That's okay, and that's even better. You don't just have the tools, but you can use the tools properly, and okay, you learn and execute all unfamiliar skills. So bridging that skill gap, and that is what we did previously during the VA business plan module that you guys did. The ones with the worksheet. If you took that seriously, then you should be okay with all these. All right. And not lastly, but next is your business profile. Sabi dyan, kung ang profile mo ay kagaya lang ng mga libong tao nag-apply na dinededma lagi, paano ka mapapansin? Or in English, if you are doing the same thing the thousands of applicants are doing, which is, lousy type of application, then how will you stand out? How will people, see you? Okay, exactly my point. You have to stand out, guys. You have to be different. You have to be better than the thousands of people. So again, just a reminder, and you guys know this already, accomplish the following. Make your profile presentable. And once again, when I say profile, it's resume, portfolio, cover letter, and 1 minute video. Make it short and impactful and only add the relevant things based on the job description. Again, one profile, one job description, one profile. Or one job listing, one profile. It should be customized. Okay. And lastly, highlight your skills, the tools you use, and your experience. We don't need your personal life in there, just pure experience and exposure. Period. 80%. All right. Next. Okay, factors why people don't really make it to agencies is the way they apply or how you apply. Okay? Again, hindi kasalanan ng employer or client kung hindi ka nag-stand out as an applicant or business. Or in English, all right, it's not the employer's or client's fault why you did not stand out among all the applicants out there. It's your fault because it's in your hands. All right? So, and I'm talking about your profile here. Your profile matters, right? Like especially your introduction video. This is the first impression. You guys know that. In the previous manual, I think that was module 1. I talked about the importance of the introduction video and the specifics. So here are the specifics when it comes to introduction video. First is the format. It should be landscape, not vertical or portrait. Landscape. Again, this varies. These guidelines are only for V agencies that doesn't have specific guidelines. Most of the agencies have their own guidelines, so you have to read and follow instructions. But if there are no guidelines, then this is like a good format for you. Okay, here are good tips for you. Okay, landscape versus what? Vertical. Next, instead of having a messy background right there, it's good to have a virtual background. But if you have an aesthetic background or a white wall or something, then that's good already. But if none, then a good virtual background with your branding in there is a lot better. See the difference, guys? Next, lighting is very important. You have to have a ring light or any lamp, or you can do this like while you're in front of a natural light or the sun or the window. So look at the difference with and without the lighting. See? Better. Next, your audio is very important. So you must have like one of these, like a headphone with your mic on, noise canceling mic. Guys, I've seen a lot of intro videos. They have this, but I don't think they plugged it or something because even if they have this microphone, the volume is too low. All right. So make sure it's plugged and properly, you know, set up. All right. You have if you have a mic like me right here, then that's better. But if you don't have any of these, then earphones or headphones are okay. All right. So the audio is better. So there's no noise. All right. And of course, the content again, the 10-80-10 rule, 10% is who you are, one liner. 80% is why should I hire you or bakit ikaw 80%. Okay, it's all about your exposure, your experience, and the tools you've mastered, not your personal life. Okay, and lastly, call to action 10%. How do I proceed? How do they proceed? 10-80-10 rule, guys. Always remember 10-80-10 rule. So this is like besides that, the delivery matters. So this is like the sample of everything that we talked about. Hey, there's some of the VA stars that I have sorry. Sorry about that. Let me fix the audio. Let me share the audio first so you guys can hear this. Share sound. Hey there, it's Sham of the VA Sourcer, and I help VA agencies source qualified virtual assistants and match them with their client through community building and, of course, social media marketing. I have this community called Barangay VA, wherein I help aspiring Filipino virtual assistants land their first client online. And I have been doing this since 2020, and that is the reason why I was able to build my community of over 40,000 members. And at the same time, I was able to build my audience with over 200,000 followers across all social media platforms. I came across your job posting earlier, and I know that you are looking for someone to help you when it comes to sourcing qualified virtual assistants for your agency. So if you hire me, I can leverage my community and help you build that pipeline. We'll do that through community building, monthly online job fairs, weekly postings, and of course, consistent job postings and community partnerships until we build that community of yours and we get that pool of potential qualified virtual assistants for your agency. I will send you the link of my portfolio so you can see my sample work, my strategies, and the community that I was able to build over the years. So what are you waiting for? Let's start building that talent pool of qualified virtual assistants so they can be immediately matched with your clients and skyrocket your sales. So if you wish to continue, let's hop on a call through the link that I provided in that email. Thank you, and I'm excited to source qualified VAs for you. Have a great day. So this is one example, but this is like more than a minute. I think 2 minutes. So it's best to be able to sell yourself in a minute or less. So like 50 seconds to a minute. So because these clients don't have time, they have short attention span nowadays. So it's best if you finish it within a minute or less, 50 to 60 seconds. So what do you think about the intro video? Comment below. All right. Now, your intro video, once again, is your first impression to your client, so make it presentable and impactful. Because, again, as I mentioned before, it's not only the hiring people who watches your intro video anymore, it's also the clients. So go ahead and make that intro video impactful. All right. Next is your resume. We talked about this earlier in the previous modules already. We even have a sample. So here are just some guidelines, okay, and some real stuff right there. Okay. First, okay, is we only scan your resume for 10 seconds. Literally just 10 seconds. So keep it short and straight to the point. That's why you have to customize your resume based on our needs, based on the job description. Again, one job posting, one profile. Okay? So one pager, guys, don't give us like a 5 pager-ish resume. It has to be as short and concise and straight to the point. One look, you know that you are the one who we're looking for. So very important na one pager lang siya. Okay? Second is highlight relevant items only, or experience or tools. When I say items, that's the tools, the skills, the work experience. Okay, only the relevant ones based on the job description. And guys, this is not a slam book. Okay, we do not need your your religion there, like your height, your age, your birthday. We don't need that there. All right. Focus on what we provided, like in the previous module, that specific, resume template. Okay. So if you follow that in the ones from the previous module, then you should be okay. Next is cover letter. I think this is the last. Once again, I cannot stress this enough. 10-80-10 rule. 10% is who are you, one liner. 80% is why should I hire you, and 10% call to action or what's next. Okay. Your cover letter. We don't like long cover letters. We don't read those. Short and simple. Okay. Keep it short and simple. Kiss. Right? We know if it's generated from ChatGPT, so don't even there. And personalize it. Okay. When I say personalize it, make sure that it is based on the job description once again. All right. And lastly, your interview session. Baliwala ang magandang profile mo kung hindi mo kaya ibenta ito sa client mo. Or in English, that impactful profile doesn't mean anything if you cannot sell yourself confidently as a business to your client. All right? It's all about the delivery during that client interview. So just some quick interview tips for you. Research about the business or the client so you know how to attack this interview. So you have some insights to share based on what you've researched about, and it will give the client the idea that, oh, this person actually like research about me and the company. Next is to show up early, because being on time is late. So be early. It doesn't matter if they're late, the client is late, as long as you are not late. All right. Just be yourself, express yourself freely in English, of course, and you take the lead. You lead that interview. All right. So in the future modules, we'll talk about like another interview. We'll talk about the specifics of interview tips. So I'm very excited for you guys to learn that. But for now, here are some quick tips for you. Always remember, if you follow all these tips that we talked about in this module, no doubts you will make it. You'll be rejected, but you will make it in the future. You have like times four chance versus the ones who doesn't do this, the ones who are mediocres. Okay. So go to this once again, follow all tips, and I'm sure you will stand out and you will make it. So just, your application checklist, the 5 things that you should remember when you're applying to a VA agency. You have to have your business identity that should be solid already. Your tools and skill gaps on point, complete. All right. Your business profile is impactful. Watch how you apply. It should be better. The approach should be a lot better already. And you should nail that interview session. Once you follow all these 5 tips, then you're okay. Thank you so much, guys. Hope you guys learned a lot today. Once again, if you feel like this is very helpful for you, this is impactful for you, then go ahead and click that, subscribe button, like, share, subscribe. All right. And hit that notification button so you guys will be updated with our latest modules. And of course, assignment, comment below your learnings, okay, about this module. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you guys again on the next one.